Hey, what's going on, Gemini? How are you? Gemini, thank you so much for coming back to me. If you're returning, if you're here for the first time, then welcome to the channel. I do appreciate you being here. All right. So, Gemini, I was really just kind of thinking, I was like, I really haven't given a good love reading since like, what, January, right? Or so, because what, February was all about secrets coming out and the one that got away and like toxic stuff, right? So and then February was just just general advice. Man, I really skipped over a couple of months of giving like a good solid love reading. So Gemini, this is going to be that. Okay, so this may resonate to you, more single Geminis. It could resonate to you if you are dating or committed. Okay, it doesn't matter the energy. I just say what the energies lead me to say. Of course, if it doesn't resonate to you, then, don't force it by any means. Please do not force the energy to resonate where it doesn't, just pick up what does and leave the rest, So this is also going to be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus Geminis, as well as the cross watchers. Okay. So, if you're not finding where anything resonates for you there, then, it's okay. If I'm not your reader this time, there may be another reader here on this platform that that you may find that you might resonate with for this time, and that's okay. So Gemini, let's go ahead and get right into it. What is the overall energy here between you and the person that is most in your heart, or the person that has you most in their heart? Okay. For April 2019 for love and romance. Keep in mind, you guys, again, the energies could be interchangeable as well. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, getting to know each other. All right. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to one another or to each other, your bond deepens. This is great. I like this energy so far, right? So Gemini, you are in the midst of really connecting with someone, really getting to know this person's ins and outs. And this could be at whatever stage of the relationship, right? Like if this is something that's a little bit more of a situationship kind of, and it's kind of new, yeah, you guys are, at this point again, just kind of really getting to know one another, whether that's through stories or through the friends that you meet that are telling you about them, or vice versa, right? If you guys are more of an established couple, whether that's you've been exclusive for a while, or you've been actually married and committed to one another married and committed to one another for a moment, or it's this is where you guys are continuing to learn more about each other, and it's almost as like this person is just like a book that just never ends, because just when you think you understand them a little bit, it's like they kind of show you that, hey, there's a different layer to me that that you get to play around with, that you get to understand. Okay, so I like this card. I like this energy here for April. And it's, it's springtime, so this is definitely the energy where, people are putting the effort to want to get to know who you are, Gemini. I feel like a lot of people are wanting to get to know your mind. A lot of people may be prying you for information, and it's not because they want to be nosy. It's just because Gemini, they want a peek inside of, of what the mind of a Gemini looks like. Oh, God, help them. Hey, I'm an air sign. I can say that. So anyways, so let's pull from the Twin Flame deck and see what the energies look like on either side. And definitely just had a big slide out of cards here. But we'll go ahead and reshuffle. Spirit, please allow us to be able to clearly interpret your messages for April 2019 for love and romance for Gemini. Okay. Give it 2 cards, please. 1 card for either side. Oh, perfect. So the first card we have is balancing the scales. Okay. So I don't know, Gemini, you might be dealing with the Libra. Could possibly be dealing with the Libra here. Or if not, maybe this is some sort of, you might be dealing with kind of like a karmic partner, but it's more so like where it feels more like it's the right time for this to be a karmic partner. You know, there's karmic partners that come to teach you lessons, right? And then there's karmic partners that is like, okay, this is good karma. This is what you deserve. Okay, so maybe even kind of getting to know this person on a deeper level kind of helps you balance out some of your own emotional or mental things going on. Okay. So this person here on the other side has mask. Okay. Now with this, I mean, yeah, there's definitely that connotation of, you know, lies and secrecies, right? But I don't get that so much. I get what I feel as though the energy from the person here on this side, there is a certain vulnerability that they are trying to cover up. Okay. Maybe there is something that, you know, they're deliberately not necessarily exposing about themselves during this getting to know you phase. And possibly, you know, with the balancing the scales, possibly, you know, you may be exactly what that fit is perfectly, being that you're a Gemini. You know, you can balance two sides here. You can, you know, kind of play up to someone's higher self as well as maybe their shadow self, because, you know, Gemini, honestly, you guys just have that natural ability. But more so, this person just hasn't reached a particular level of comfort, maybe, you know, when it comes to certain things. So yeah, it's like maybe there's just a certain topic that they just aren't really budging in as far as opening up to you about. But otherwise, getting to know them has been great. Getting to know them will be great, is going great. Just aside from, you know, just the occasional things that maybe even both of you just aren't necessarily uncovering quite yet. Okay. If this is more of an established couple, then I do feel like someone has evolved, but just hasn't felt comfortable expressing the details about that evolution to the other one, for fear of maybe some sort of rejection, or some possible like I told you so moment that they're trying to avoid from their partner. That's cute. All right, Spirit says to shuffle one more time. Just cut the deck here. Okay, the Hierophant, interesting. The Hierophant and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. Grounded energy, definitely, for sure. Gemini, if this is you on this side, or whomever this person is on this side, right? This person is, they really know what they want out of their partner. And excuse me, I'm sorry, my allergies. They really know what they want out of a partner, or they know what they want to achieve with a partner. And there is this level of commitment right here, and I do get the sense of that with the Hierophant and the scales. I almost said Justice, even though that's not a real actual tarot card. It's an oracle, but either way, there's just there's this energy that there's a particular way about going to do something. All right, there's a particular way about this relationship that needs to occur. We need to get to know each other. Great. We need to, you know, make plans with one another, you know, plan a future with one another, and, you know, then, you know, tie the knot or seal the deal, right? Or make this commitment. For sure, or vice versa, you know, get to know one another again, then get to a point to where you guys either just become a little bit more committed to one another, or more exclusive to one another, or elevate the relationship, you know, some sort of obligation that you have to one another. And then it's like, that's when you're planning the future, or you're planning, you know, how you want to go about life with this other person. Okay. So this person is definitely all about like trying to get things right for the future. Like they want to make sure that they want to make sure that during this time frame of getting to know this person, that they are going to be comfortable with this person. As far like this person is looking for commitment, looking for marriage, and they want to make sure that they're comfortable with whomever it is, whomever it is that they're trying to get to know. The person on this side here, the alchemist, okay. Oh, wow. And then there's that justice card. Yeah. So Gemini, you may be dealing with a Libra for sure here, possibly. So maybe definitely double air sign energy. Oh, and the card under the deck here is the Seven of Wands. Okay. Okay. So Gemini, yeah, you may be dealing with a, you know, again, a Libra here, but this Libra, or this person on this other side, whoever this is, I don't feel like they're purposely like manipulating a situation, but I do feel like this person knows exactly how much worth and how much value they have. Maybe that's what they're trying to conceal. Maybe, you know, exactly, you know, how resourceful they are, you know, how grounded they are, how much information they know. Because, you know, it's in some sort of way, you know, beneficial for them to kind of have some sort of maybe control here in the matter. So that is something that they're definitely dealing with. But I do feel like, again, you know, this is someone that you definitely are meant to be with. The Hierophant and the Justice card opposite one another. I like that because the timing will be right when the question is popped or when feelings are expressed about taking it to the next level here. You know, it is going to be the right time and with the right person. But I don't think that that's going to come without this person really having to just kind of get to a particular vulnerable state. But Gemini or whoever the other person is, you are the person to get them there. Okay. It may take a little bit of, you know, a little bit of like, I don't want to say nagging, but it's like a little bit of someone trying to not force it out of you, but what's the word I want to say? It's kind of like when it's kind of like someone is going against other people's like words or advice, or you know, there may even be like, you know, a couple of like suitors or someone who may be like in competition with the other person when it comes to them. But I don't feel like, you know, you're gonna have to fight too hard. I feel like I feel like it's more strongly to this person here. You know, if you feel like that's what you want, if you feel like that's what you want to invest in, and that's the person that you want to spend, you know, years of your time with or the rest of your life with, then it is going to have, you know, a couple of people, you know, you are going to have a couple of people with things to say. But, I mean, it's not going to affect nothing. If anything, it's just going to make you look at how people view you. And it's just going to really make you notice that what you are doing, people are noticing. And it's just like, well, where was that noticing me when I was single and I wasn't putting any investments in any other person as far as a relationship goes? Now that you see me getting serious with somebody else, it's you sitting here look like, oh, okay, I could have had Gemini. But that just goes to like any other people that are outside this relationship that are like looking at the relationship. So let's take a look at some signs, things that you might notice around you to help you understand when the energies are kind of festering. What signs from spirit can we get? Woo! Too many. Spirit, please give us 2 cards that will help us understand and interpret your messages. All right, we have one card. We have aromas, memories. Okay. So Gemini, or whoever this person is on this side, excuse me, there may be some sort of like particular smell that just kind of drives you back to, some sort of like nostalgic moment or some period, right? That, that you remember. Maybe it's the smell of this person, and that's why I don't know, it's something about, pheromones. And I mean, hey, that stuff is real, pheromones and, people's natural body odor, or whatever perfume they wear or whatever. Like, it's just something that is just, it's a part of what draws you in. And I don't know, maybe that is what's going to help for some of you. Maybe that's what's going to stand out with this person to make you realize, oh, it's this person, because it's like on one good particular day, it's like they just come through smelling extra good, or different. Or maybe there's already a smell that stands out to you about someone that already makes you understand who I'm talking about here. All right, the next card we have Hammer, Force. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I really feel is like whoever this energy is pertaining to, I really feel like whoever this energy is pertaining to, for some of you guys, it's really like the hammer is like, this may be really resonating to you. Like the point is really being driven here, okay? With something that I said, maybe really stuck out to you when it comes to like vulnerability, right? But the thing about that though is that it kind of works in the opposite way here, whereas this is to say like you're really going to have to, kind of in a way, like if this relationship is worth it to whoever this person, they're really going to have to force themselves to really just kind of put the hammer down and say, you know what, let me remove the mask, let me be my most authentic self, because they'll quickly realize that it's with someone that they've always wanted, and it's with whom they are ready and made for. It's whom, it's someone that they manifested for at the right time, but they're afraid. Okay, maybe you might help them balance that weight. Should you guys ever get to the point to where you really get to know them to that level, right? But this is all about the relationship between you and whomever deepening and becoming more committed to one another. Because it's the right time. It's definitely the right time. But someone is dealing with just some vulnerability issues here, where they're just a little afraid and they kind of have a guard up, and maybe they use the mask kind of as a weapon or as a defense. Just as a hammer can kind of be used as a weapon or as a way to defend yourself, Maybe they have like this really hard tough type of personality. Or maybe that's whomever this is has some sort of hard outer shell personality, right? But the thing about it is that a mask has to be worn by someone, okay? The hammer has to be swung by someone. So this person is also maybe getting to know themselves just as well as you are also getting to know them. So yeah, you definitely need a lot of balance here, for sure. Let's pull some cards from the Whispers of Love to see how we can navigate through this energy for Gemini. Yeah, these two wanted to fly. I'll take them. All right, so the first, they're almost the same color. But the first card we have is be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Yes, I like this card. This is all about manifesting. This is about living how things are, how you dream things to be. It's about living them in that moment, so that you're creating that moment now, or you're creating the energy to manifest that moment at a later time, And I think that's what you're doing here with the Seven of Pentacles. You know, you've put your stock in something and you're living by it. You're sticking to it. You know, you're waiting for things to really grow into something that can be harvested before you really put the effort in, which would be the next card, which would be the Eight of Pentacles, right? But yeah, and that it kind of explains again, like you're waiting on that commitment. You know, you're waiting to get to that commitment point, but this person really kind of holds all the cards, you know, so no pun intended. This person really kind of holds all the cards because they are the ones that are more so dealing with their inner self, more so than this person is. The next card we have here is look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. What did I just say? Yeah, the energy for this person here has to understand that, you know what, I am someone who is strong. I am someone who is, you know, capable of love and capable of being loved. You know, I can kind of shed some of my tough layers here when it comes to this person, because this person makes me feel at ease. You know, whether it's their smell, you know, this person makes me feel at ease. The way that they handle you, you know, makes you want to open up and, you know, get to know each other a lot more. So maybe they are breaking away at this hard shell, whoever this is. Someone is breaking away at someone's exterior, and the relationship is definitely deepening, and it's beautiful. This is definitely really beautiful energy for April, Gemini. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, but let me know how it works out in the comment box below. You guys know I appreciate your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. Of course, your subscribes. If you haven't subscribed already, then I invite you to, okay? So let me get out of here. Gemini, I'll see you guys later on in April. Enjoy the rest of your week, evening, month, however often you watch me. I don't know. I'm rambling. Let me go. All right, guys. Bye.